Imagine waking up one day, reaching into an old coin jar, and discovering a penny so rare it could change your life forever. What if I told you that a simple 1951 Lincoln wheat penny without a mint mark could be worth up to $11 million? Yes, you heard that right. A single penny could unlock a fortune. Now, before you start digging through your couch cushions, let me explain exactly why this humble penny holds such extraordinary value and how you could be sitting on a hidden goldmine without even realizing it. To understand why this 1951 penny is so valuable, you need to know its history. In 1951, the United States Mint produced millions of Lincoln wheat pennies. But not all pennies are created equal. Most coins were stamped with a mint mark indicating where they were produced: Denver, San Francisco, or Philadelphia. But some pennies from Philadelphia were struck without any mint mark at all. At first glance, these pennies might look like pocket change. But under the right circumstances, they can be worth millions. Now, you might be wondering, what makes one tiny copper coin worth a life-changing fortune? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and demand. Certain 1951 no-mint mark pennies were struck with unique errors, like double dies or off-center strikes, making them incredibly rare. And when collectors are willing to pay top dollar for these rare pieces, the value skyrockets. Here's where things get even more exciting. In recent years, private collectors and auction houses have paid staggering amounts for these elusive pennies. Some have fetched 5 figures, others 6, and the rarest specimens, they can command millions. And get this, there are still undiscovered treasures hidden in plain sight. Could you be the next person to cash in? Think about it. Right now, there could be a small copper coin sitting quietly in your home, waiting to transform your financial future. Imagine the possibilities: paying off your mortgage, retiring early, or living the life you've always dreamed of. Sounds incredible, doesn't it? But here's the catch: these rare pennies don't just announce themselves. Spotting a $1 million coin requires a sharp eye and a bit of knowledge. So, how do you know if your 1951 penny is a hidden treasure? Start by looking for key features like a crisp, well-defined date, no visible mint mark, and any unusual markings or errors. Even a slight imperfection can mean the difference between 1 cent and $1 million, and here's something that might shock you: many people unknowingly spend these valuable pennies as regular change. Can you imagine handing over a potential fortune to a cashier for a cup of coffee? It happens more often than you'd think. That's why knowing what to look for is crucial if you want to avoid making a $1 million mistake. But wait, there's more. If you do find a 1951 no-mint mark penny that looks promising, you can get it professionally graded. Grading services evaluate the coin's condition, which plays a huge role in determining its value. The higher the grade, the higher the payout. And when it comes to cashing in, a certified coin can fetch premium prices at auctions. So, what should you do next? First, check your coin collections, old piggy banks, and even those forgotten coin jars gathering dust. You never know where fortune might be hiding. Second, educate yourself. Knowledge is power, and knowing how to identify valuable pennies can mean the difference between staying stuck and breaking free financially. And here's a final thought to leave you with. Every day, rare pennies slip through the cracks, lost to ignorance or neglect. But what if you were the one who found the next $1 million treasure? Would you let it slip away, or would you seize the opportunity to change your life forever? The clock is ticking, and these rare 1951 no-mint mark pennies won't wait forever. So, are you ready to unlock your fortune? Start searching today, because your next penny could be worth $11 million. Feels ordinary, right? But what if I told you that one specific penny could be your golden ticket to a life of luxury? Today, we're diving into the 1986 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, a rare and valuable coin that has stunned collectors worldwide, with some fetching up to $10 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify one and why it could change your life forever. Now, you might be wondering, why would anyone pay millions for a penny? Well, the answer lies in the mysterious absence of a mint mark. Normally, pennies struck at the Philadelphia Mint should have a distinct mint mark. But in 1986, something unusual happened. A small number of pennies were minted without any identifying mark, creating a rarity that has sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. Collectors and investors are constantly on the hunt for these rare pieces. The 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is not just any coin, it's a hidden treasure. And here's the kicker, you could have one sitting in your pocket right now without even realizing it. Imagine finding one and instantly transforming your financial future. Wouldn't that be the ultimate jackpot? But how do you know if you have one of these golden pennies? First, pay attention to the front of the coin. If there is no mint mark beneath the date, you might be in luck. But there's more to it than that. Certain conditions make these pennies even more valuable. A pristine, uncirculated penny with sharp details can skyrocket its value. So, before you toss that loose change aside, take a closer look. It might just be your path to millions. Here's where things get even more interesting. Recent auctions have seen jaw-dropping prices for these rare finds. One 1986 no-mint mark penny in perfect condition sold for nearly $10 million. And the demand is only growing. With every passing year, these coins become harder to find and more valuable. It's a race against time, and those who act fast stand to gain the most. Think about it. What would you do with $10 million? Pay off debt. Travel the world. Secure your family's future. This isn't just about a penny, it's about the possibilities that come with it. And while most people overlook their pocket change, the informed few are cashing in big. Which side do you want to be on? But here's the twist, not every no-mint mark penny is worth millions. Condition is everything. Coins with scratches, wear, or discoloration lose value. That's why knowing how to evaluate your penny is crucial. Look for pennies with a bright copper shine and crisp details. These are the ones that can fetch life-changing sums. You might be thinking, okay, but where do I even start? Begin by checking your loose change, old piggy banks, or coin collections. These rare pennies often hide in plain sight. And if you find one, get it professionally appraised to verify its authenticity and value. Remember, that little copper coin could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. And here's a final thought to leave you with. Every day, people across America unknowingly spend these valuable pennies on coffee, groceries, or gas. Imagine the fortune slipping through their fingers. Don't let that be you. Take action today. Check your change, educate yourself, and who knows? Your next penny could be worth $10 million. So, what are you waiting for? The opportunity is right in your hands. Don't miss your chance to turn a simple penny into a fortune. Because the next time you find a 1986 no-mint mark penny, it might just be the beginning of a whole new life. Reaching into your pocket and pulling out a penny worth up to $9 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But what if I told you that a simple 1993 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could hold the key to unimaginable wealth? Yes, one small copper coin could change your entire financial future overnight. And the best part? You might already have one hiding in plain sight. In today's video, we're diving deep into the shocking truth about the 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Why is it so valuable? How can you identify one? And most importantly, how much could it be worth if you find it? Stay with me because by the end of this video, you could be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. Let's start with a little-known secret the government doesn't want you to know. Most 1993 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, but here's the catch: they don't carry a mint mark. At first glance, they look just like any ordinary penny, but hidden within these seemingly common coins lies a rare error that has collectors across the nation scrambling to get their hands on them. Why? Because certain 1993 no-mint mark pennies were struck using the wrong die, leading to dramatic misprints and ultra-rare variations. And these aren't just pocket change, they are literal gold mines. In fact, one verified 1993 Lincoln penny without a mint mark recently sold for nearly $9 million. Yes, $9 million for a single penny. That's the kind of money that can turn your wildest dreams into reality, and here's where things get even crazier. The value of these rare pennies continues to skyrocket as collectors compete to add them to their prized collections. So, if you think pennies are just small change, think again. The next time you come across a 1993 penny, you might want to take a closer look. Because if you find the right one, your life could change forever. Now, you might be wondering, how do you know if your 1993 penny is the jackpot? Great question. First, check for the missing mint mark. If there's no little letter below the year, you could be onto something big. But that's just the beginning. You'll also want to inspect the coin closely for any unusual features like double dies, off-center strikes, or other imperfections. These tiny details can mean the difference between a common penny and a multi-million-dollar treasure, and here's a pro tip: grab a magnifying glass or even your smartphone camera to zoom in. Many of these errors are subtle but incredibly valuable. You don't want to overlook a potential fortune just because you missed a tiny detail. After all, would you throw away $9 million? Didn't think so, but here's where it gets even more urgent. The window to cash in on these rare pennies won't stay open forever. As more people become aware of their value, fewer unclaimed treasures remain in circulation. Every day that passes is another opportunity slipping through your fingers. So, the time to act is now, and before you start tearing through every penny in your house, let me share a crucial warning. Scammers are out there, preying on unsuspecting people who don't know what to look for. Don't fall for fake coins or misleading offers. Always verify your penny through a reputable coin appraiser or numismatic expert to ensure you've got the real deal. So, where should you look? Check your coin jars, piggy banks, even that junk drawer you've been avoiding. You never know where a fortune could be hiding. And if you do find a 1993 no-mint mark penny with those rare features, don't sit on it, get it appraised immediately. The sooner you act, the better your chances of securing a life-changing payday. And here's a thought to keep you up at night: what if the next penny you touch is worth millions, and you don't even realize it? Could you be accidentally spending your fortune on a cup of coffee? Don't let that be your story. If you found this information valuable, don't keep it to yourself. Share this video with your friends and family. You never know who might be holding onto $1 million penny without realizing it. And if you want to stay updated on the rarest, most valuable coins hiding in plain sight, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Your next big payday could be just one penny away. 1998 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. What if I told you that one of these seemingly ordinary coins is worth up to $8 million? Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because by the end of this video, you might just realize that you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. Now, you might be wondering, why on earth would a penny from 1998 be worth that much? After all, it's just a penny. But here's the truth, rare errors and unique features make certain pennies extraordinarily valuable. And the 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is one of the most sought-after treasures in the world of coin collecting. Here's where it gets interesting. Most 1998 pennies were struck with a small letter indicating where they were minted, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But a handful of these pennies were mistakenly minted without any mark at all. This rare error, combined with their limited quantity, skyrockets their value to jaw-dropping figures. Collectors are willing to pay massive sums to get their hands on these elusive coins. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but how do I know if I have one of these rare pennies? Great question. First, grab any 1998 penny you can find and take a close look under a bright light. Focus on the area just below the year. If there is no mint mark, you might be sitting on a gold mine. But hold on, there are a few more things to check before you start planning your dream vacation. Point 1: key detail to inspect is the clarity of Abraham Lincoln's profile. The rare no-mint mark pennies often have sharper details due to the way they were struck. Another sign. Look for any unusual doubling of letters or numbers, a rare minting error called a double die, which can increase the value exponentially. Imagine realizing that the penny you tossed into a drawer is worth more than your car. Shocking, isn't it? But here's where it gets serious. If you do find a 1998 no-mint mark penny, don't rush to sell it just anywhere. Scammers and undercutters are lurking, ready to snatch your valuable coin for a fraction of its worth. You need to get your penny authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Without proper certification, you might as well be handing over a winning lottery ticket without cashing it in. And here's a little-known secret: timing is everything. Coin values can fluctuate, and knowing when to sell can mean the difference between a few $100 and millions of dollars. The rarest pennies have sold for record-breaking prices at auctions because their owners knew exactly when to strike. So, if you have one, hold tight and do your research, because your patience could be worth millions. Now, you might be wondering, why are these pennies so valuable anyway? It's all about rarity and demand. When a small mistake happens at the US Mint, collectors go wild trying to own a piece of history. The 1998 no-mint mark penny is more than just currency. It's a symbol of rarity, a once-in-a-lifetime find that only a few lucky individuals will ever hold. But here's the kicker: there are still undiscovered 1998 no-mint mark pennies out there, hidden in everyday change. One could be sitting in your coin jar right now. So, what are you waiting for? Take action, start checking your pennies, and who knows? The next time you empty your pockets, you might uncover a life-changing treasure. And before you go, there's one more thing you need to know: the rarest penny ever found was nearly thrown away because someone didn't recognize its value. Don't let that be your story. Stay alert, stay curious, and keep searching, because your million-dollar penny could be waiting for you right now. 2015 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. You might just be sitting on a hidden fortune. In the fast-moving world of rare coin collecting, certain pennies can skyrocket in value seemingly overnight. And the 2015 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is no exception. At first glance, it looks like any other penny. But beneath its ordinary appearance lies a mystery that has collectors and treasure hunters scrambling to find one. Why? Because a rare error on this coin has driven its market value into the stratosphere. And if you have one, it could transform your financial future forever. Let's break down exactly what makes this penny so valuable, and how you could cash in big if you spot one. First, let's talk about the secret behind the missing mint mark. Normally, modern pennies are produced at major U.S. mint facilities like Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, and each coin bears a letter to identify its origin. But here's the twist, some 2015 Lincoln pennies were struck without any mint mark at all. This error is incredibly rare, and coin collectors will pay a fortune to get their hands on one. Think about it. What if that penny tossed in your kitchen drawer is your golden ticket? Imagine the life-changing impact of turning 1 cent into hundreds of thousands, even $1 million. It's like winning the lottery without ever buying a ticket, and here's where it gets even more exciting. The value of these rare 2015 no-mint mark pennies continues to rise as more collectors join the hunt. In recent auctions, some have fetched jaw-dropping prices, leaving everyday people stunned by the hidden treasures lying unnoticed in their homes. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these million-dollar pennies? The good news? It's easier than you think. Start by examining every 2015 penny you find. Look closely beneath the year. If there is no small letter P, D, or S mint mark, you could be holding a goldmine. And here's a pro tip: use a magnifying glass or your smartphone camera to catch even the tiniest details others might miss. Still not sure? Don't worry. There are expert coin grading services that can authenticate your find and reveal its true market value. And if you do discover one, you might want to sit down before checking the latest auction prices. Some of these pennies have already reached 6 figures, and the demand isn't slowing down anytime soon. But wait, there's one crucial thing you need to know. Timing is everything. As more people learn about this rare penny, competition is heating up. And when collectors compete, prices soar. That means if you wait too long, you could miss your chance to cash in at the highest value. Imagine realizing too late that your million-dollar penny slipped through your fingers, and don't make the mistake of assuming rare pennies are just for serious collectors. Everyday people, just like you, have already cashed in big. From retirees to stay-at-home parents, those who took action are now living the wealthy lifestyle they once only dreamed of. And the next life-changing discovery could be hiding right under your nose. So, what are you waiting for? Check your change, empty those old jars, and take a closer look at your 2015 pennies. Because if you find that rare no-mint mark Lincoln penny, you might be holding the key to an extraordinary future. And here's a question to leave you with: what if the next penny you find is the one that changes everything? Don't let your fortune slip away. Start searching today, because your path to financial freedom could be just one penny away.